Yo, what's the cheapest meat?
Not quite sure.
You're not quite sure what the cheapest meat is?
I don't eat meat. Not up on those prices.
Well, for your information, it's deer balls. Because they're like under $1.
Is that your favorite meal? Hi, I'm Chris. And that's Crack.
Hey, you.
This is another episode of 4-minute and 20-second film reviews.
Yes, sir.
What we watch.
This week we watched The Heart of Hell, directed by Dale Shirley.
Shout out to Dale Shirley.
Chill!
Yeah. So we're gonna start the time for 4 minutes and 20 seconds to do a film review.
Bong.
What was it about?
So it starts off, it's starring Dale Shirley as well. This is his first film, so y'all was interested. Dude starts off, it's him riding down the highway. It's like it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like kind of like in the middle of nowhere, it kind of seems like. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, it's definitely not Massachusetts. You know what I mean? It looked like,
Definitely not Massachusetts.
yeah, it looked like somewhere else. But anyways, dude's riding, you know what I mean? And then he makes a phone call. I think he's a trucker, you know what I'm saying? He's on the road. Dude makes a phone call. He calls this dude and he's like, look, you gonna have it for me? I'm gonna come meet you. Dude's like, yeah, I'll meet you and shit.
They're talking about drugs.
You don't know yet, and that's what I thought. You know what I mean? He's like, I'll meet with you. So he calls his wife in between. He's like, hey, honey, you know, I'll be home in a little bit. Dude ends up meeting with this cat, and they don't show who it is. You know what I mean? They just show a dude get in with a hoodie over his head. You know what I mean? And all they show is like the hoodie. And the dude's like, look, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. He's like, I don't want my name brought up around it. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, you ain't get this from me, basically. Dude's like, all right, that's cool. I ain't gonna mention you. Takes the joint and peels, right? He opens up like the little satchel. And it's,
Pouch?
a little pouch. And it had like this skull in it, yo.
Skull.
Yeah, like a little skull, like a weird skull and shit like that, you know? So dude's like, word, like, you can tell he's mad happy and shit. So he goes back to his crib, you know.
Who wouldn't be?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know. So this dude goes back to the crib and he puts this movie on. And it's like this weird scene of like, it's like kind of like, I don't know if it's like this dude's like a satanic priest or something. Or what exactly it is. But he's watching like some sort of satanic cult little shit. He's saying shit, like the priest is saying shit, the crowd's repeating it back. So the dude's kind of like in a trance or whatever it seemed like to me. And the dude pulls out the fucking the skull, and then he has all these other kind of relics, and he had like this weird like it was this thing like kind of like a sword, but it had 5 blades. It was weird looking and shit. And he put all these things together, and he pulled out his Ouija board, you know. He had this cool little, like, the piece that moves around. It was pretty cool looking and shit. Dude pulls that shit out. Asks if there's any spirits. Like, asks a couple questions. All of a sudden, it moves to yes. And all of a sudden, dog, he's in a room, like, there's, like, nothing in the middle of the room. All of a sudden, the fucking earth, like, opens up in the middle of the room. You know what I mean? Smoke's pouring out and shit. All of a sudden, the fucking Ouija board catches on fire, and then this little creature jumps out, and then boom, it ends, and it says to be continued. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What'd you like about it?
I liked a lot of things about it, dude. It had this cool, weird music at the beginning, like that he was listening to in the truck, but it kind of made like for like I don't know. It was a dope intro, yo. It was like some old timey music. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. Other than that, I like that he had some sort of effect on it that kind of made it seem like it was like old, like film reel kind of shit. Like, you know, those little like black spots and the pops and shit like that. But yeah, man, so that right there was pretty cool. I like that he went with the special effects and had the whole fucking ground open up like that. You know what I mean? I didn't expect to see that. They didn't really perfect it. I don't think he really perfected it, but it still looked cool, yo. And yeah, man, I think that shit was fresh.
What didn't you like about it?
I think, although it was one of my likes, that old timey, like that fucking like the old film reel and VHS looking shit. Even though it was a like, I think he overdid it a little bit. He could have done that a little bit less, but it was still pretty cool. When he wrote "To Be Continued," It was spelt wrong. He wrote 2 TOO to be continued.
It's better than TWO, I guess.
Yeah, true, but I don't know. Maybe that was for a certain reason, or maybe it was a slip up. It was cool. It was whatever. But yo, it would have been iller to see that creature more too. But out of a possible 3.5, I'm gonna give it a 2.1. And I'm already amped to see part 2 because with that to be continued, I'm assuming he's gonna put out a second one. So looking forward to that shit.
To be continued.
Word.
So yeah, that was The Heart of Hell by Dale Shirley. And yeah, it was cool because he did do a whole bunch of stuff that were kind of ambitious. I think would be the proper word.
Word.
And maybe in the second one he'll have his craft refined.
Word.
And it'll be even more insane. Because it was pretty insane. Floors opening up and demons crawling out of smoke and hellfire and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. Hit him up and bug him until he lets you see it.
Word up.
Alright, so we'll see you in a week.
Peace.
Hasta luego.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the show.